All right, 3, 2, 1. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fighterdiet podcast number 3. Today, we're here with Raquel. She actually lost 50 pounds before even starting Fighterdiet. And she told me beforehand that she started Fighterdiet because she wanted to be strong. So I'm here with Pauline and Raquel. Welcome.
Thank you. Raquel, I'm so happy to have you. And I want to first explain a little bit what I see in you as a client, why it's exciting to work with you. So you lost 50 pounds or so already before you came to Fighterdiet. When I met you, you were in the mindset of, I have lost the weight, I want to keep it away, but I want to be able to enjoy my eating, not feel like this monster of what if I cannot control my eating and I feel this fear of eating. That was how you came into me. And I said, don't you worry, darling, that's my specialty. Because I want you to know how to eat and get away with it as a seed, like not having the suffering, the effect from wanting to eat. So you also have fibromyalgia and chronic pain, and that adds to wanting to work out. It's not easy. So tell me, after all those 50 pounds lost and coming to this body, now you want to change it to body transformation. You wanted to go from not weight loss, but body recomposition, which means more muscle, less body fat. Why did you come to Fighterdiet? Why did you have an interest in me and Fighterdiet?
Honestly, one of my friends was a former Fighterdiet member for several years, and I had gotten some advice from her along the way when I was first starting my fitness journey and my health journey. And, she saw me following her advice. And so she said, I think you might be interested in Fighterdiet. You're doing really well, and, check it out, see what you think. She said, I did it for years, and, that's kind of, the rest is history. I just said, okay, I'm going to do it. I decided one day it's, just sitting there, and I'm going to do this. I like a challenge. I need something to motivate me. And it just seemed something that would help.
Raquel, can you tell me about how it was to transition from macros to what I do, which is completely different in more flexibility and the way, because usually people are very, very compulsively locked into this kind of certain thing. And if that is broken a little bit, hell breaks loose, right? Like it's like day and night. We don't know how to do the middle way. We just know how to lose fat, be on fat, or not doing what you need to be staying healthy. There's no middle way here. How did you feel like to work on that? How did that go for you?
At first, I was a little, reluctant, but I said, hallelujah, because the macro thing, it was just too complicated. It was stressful, looking at the charts and, oh my goodness, I need to eat more carbs. Or, it was just too much. So honestly, this was super easy, and I was very happy for that.
Raquel, how does it, so I love that you were 100% know how to do macros. You got results. You still can kind of change what works to something else, which I have so much respect for, just, because it's very, very hard to change people's what they want. If they've ever gotten results, even though they didn't keep them, they're gonna be marrying into a concept because it's like, this is what I need, but you're not keeping it up. So now I've noticed how you are changing into refeed. The POBO, you know what to do. Can you tell me about the POBO, how that works, and how that was the first time and the second time and the refeeds?
Yeah.
Oh, you look so happy.
POBO is my life. I am so happy for this as well. It's the best thing that ever happened because I am a large volume eater. And so that's how I gained the weight to begin with, because I like to eat. And so with the POBO, it's filling, it's delicious, and I don't like eating volume anymore, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Isn't it funny how if you just take out the problem, let's say like my problem was just like, I love to eat and I have a massive appetite that is completely conflicting my lean body ideal. And it's always like that in life. What you want the most that you can't have, that's going to be your life mission to solve, because that's how we are here. We don't want this easy life, apparently. We want to struggle. So to see that you can have that, now you can eat what got you in trouble, but now it makes you succeed. How does that feel?
It's amazing. Like I'm again just so grateful and thankful for my friend introducing me to Fighterdiet, and I'm so grateful that Pauline, you put in the work and figured it out for the rest of us, because it just makes my life easier. And I always go back to, does this person know what they're talking about? Are they the expert in their field? Are they the subject matter, expert? And so even though I may be against what my current belief is, if I think that you know more, that you know better, then I'm going to follow that, because you obviously have done it, right? So thank you.
And Pavel, so I wanted to tell Pavel here and everyone else who listens. So I work really close with people. Like I observe in the group. I'm like an eagle. I'm watching and I'm monitoring, checking. And working with Raquel, I noticed in the start, it was like almost like you didn't really want to talk to me, because I know I can be so blunt and so much. It's like, I understand why people don't want to talk to me, because it's like I'm this big shot of energy. But so after some time, you notice that what I want is for you to find this happiness that I call Fighterdiet Nirvana, where you just notice that what you wanted is actually here. You just have to tweak a little bit, so you're eating what you actually are going to benefit from. And it's just a mindset shift. And you were willing to listen. And when I noticed that, I was on to you, because I noticed like, okay, I just have to be more gentle. I cannot just go on straight. I cannot be a bulldozer into your life. So I tried to be a little bit less like intense, and we were on phone calls and we talked about it, because it's so important when someone like you have done all this weight loss, that when you start to kind of, now you're not going to lose more weight. It's going to change in how you feel, how the body changes in looks. It's not going to be the scale that tells you what is the next strategy. And to talk to you and have your attention span was worth everything for me, because you are the one who, you are like a new neuron with all the tentacles out here and spreads it out. And that makes, I get chills, because I have to find those who have the way of delivering it, and not be like I love your friend, but most of friends, they don't tell other women friends about their secrets. And that is pisses me off.
Speaking of, I'm going to interrupt for 2 seconds here. Raquel, could you talk a little bit about the FT community and the support and the encouragement that goes on in the community, just to highlight that part of Fighterdiet?
Absolutely. I mean, the women are so supportive, and my cheerleaders. It's at first I was a little, I guess not reluctant, but just like I didn't see the value, to put the effort into post. But then I decided that, I'm here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go all in. And, if it's recommended to help me be accountable, then I will do it. And I definitely saw a shift in my enjoyment and dedication, because I was paying attention to what other people were doing, and hey, they're struggling the same as me. Or if I was having kind of a rough day, I needed that lift. And everyone is super uplifting and just very positive. It's great, and that's why I'm still there, because it's just wonderful.
Yeah, I think that's Pauline. I think this is Pauline is throwing me out. I think this somewhat. I think this is very unique to the Fighterdiet community, that it's all women actually too, that they are actually supporting each other and highlighting each other's progress. And could you tell us about Flex Friday? What is that?
So that's where we show off our muscles and we flex for each other, and it's just something fun. And I think everybody looks forward to it. Like I said in the beginning, I was like, nah, whatever. But now every Friday, it's like, oh, it's Flex Friday. You got to show those muscles.
I think I saw a photo of you flexing your biceps at some point, and you look very, you stood very tall and proud, and it was very, very cool to see.
Let me talk, Pavel. So what I love about Raquel's post for the other women is that she has this double life of, she loves to go out, and she has really social life. And I love that, because most women are not wired me. I'm like a loner, and I love my isolated life. But I love this because most women are dreaming about this exact precise harmony of life. To be able to get that into my clients, I mean, I'm on a high, right? So seeing how Raquel is in the gym, sweating it hard, working it hard here in my video workouts too, not only the books, but see how she trains. And then the next moment, she's like dressed up in this little black dress and looks amazing. That is exactly what I have to show the whole world. Like, you don't have to be a gym rat. You don't have to be Pauline. You don't have to be a businesswoman who doesn't know anything. You can have both. You just have to know what matters and what doesn't, and eliminate all unusual, no need counting, tracking, and comparison. And that Paulo, that's what I want to say. We don't go and flex to compare or to see who's better. We do it to see what are we doing that is working that other people can benefit from too. So the positive is a big ball together in a big community growing. That's the thing.
Thank you, Pauline, for clarifying. I wanted to ask Raquel. I know Pauline has gone through a hamstrings injury, and she has surely dealt with a lot of blowbacks when it comes to that. And me myself, I've broken my neck. I've had a halo on, and I've dislocated both my shoulders, and I had a stroke. Basically, everything you can have. And I know you have chronic pain issues too. So, can you tell me like what you're dealing with, Raquel, and how you deal with that? Is the workouts, how are they helping you heal, so to speak?
Yeah, so I started my fitness journey because of my chronic pain and fibromyalgia. And one of the recommendations is to exercise. But I had so much pain, there was, I couldn't even fathom how do I exercise when I can't even barely get through my workday. There are days I would come home in my business clothes and just have the energy to take my shoes off and go to bed for the day. No dinner, no nothing, no family interaction, just sleep. So eventually when I started losing the weight and feeling better, I realized that the movement was my medicine, right? So I was losing weight. I was eliminating medications. I didn't need them anymore. I was feeling great. And one of the reasons I joined Fighterdiet was to gain muscle and strength. My main issues are my neck and my back. So I wanted, and I focus on building the muscles, in my back and my core, so that I have, just better strength overall. And so since then, I have noticed when I look at my photos before and after, I shared with Pauline, I just celebrated yesterday my 1-year anniversary with Fighterdiet. So I looked back, I reflected on how far I've come. And man, those muscles in my back, those look, I was super proud. And so I think overall it's just helping me. And I do this every day, right? I work out every day, maybe not lifting weights, but some sort of exercise. And I will never not do that because, again, it is my medication. It helps me feel better. And so for those people who do struggle with pain, it is very hard to think, how am I going to do this? I'm in so much pain, but I think that the key is consistency, right? You have to be consistent, and even little bit by little bit. Some exercises I can only do 5 pounds because my muscles are weak.
Can I interject? Do you follow Pauline on Uscreen? Do you use some of her video workouts, or how do you work out?
I mostly do the eBook. I did try Uscreen, and I already made a plan to get back on that. I'm a little bit more with my brain, how I function. It's a little bit harder for me with the Uscreen because it is so rapid. And I do need to take my time. But I think my plan will be to make time to watch them ahead of time so I know what's coming and I can follow along better. But I did enjoy them, yes.
The way, this is a typical Paula, I want to say, Raquel is where my training is so rapid, so she can't keep up unless it's like pausing. So that is where that kind of demographic is like this for me. Either my real training, you join in because it takes a little time here, or you make a note of these exercises I like to do and then put it into a written program. So it's like you get the demos. It's like no matter what, it works well.
Yep. And so that's what I was doing. I was pausing, writing down how many it takes a long time, but eventually, I'll
That's
get
what you do. That's what we do. Like when I see the shrimps squat the first time, that's what I did. I did screenshots and then put that together in a routine. That's like how we do it. So yeah, you did 100%. Tell everyone who doesn't understand, like I don't want to do Pauline's tempo. Like you don't have to. I pause myself too when I need to.
So Raquel, what do you want to? So you're obviously it's your 1 year anniversary now with Fighter Diet. What do you want to tell the newbies about Fighter Diet? The ones that either doubt Fighter Diet, or the ones that go on Ozempic, or the ones that haven't found their way yet, so to speak. Why should they try this?
Well,
Why is this?
before you do that, you can say this because this has to be included. So Raquel, didn't you gain 2 pounds like since you started, right? So she gained 2 pounds on her little frame. So that has to be included in this because when you come down here and you're so happy in the back muscle, you gain weight. Tell the world about that.
Yeah. I think as a new person, it's super important to be active in the group, right? It helps emotionally. I think the support is wonderful and it just is encouraging, right? Some people just need encouragement. I think it's learning to be consistent and trusting the process, right? Pauline has the expertise and the experience, and she can tell us until she's blue in the face, but until it clicks and you accept what she's saying, it's not going to work, right? So for me, like I said before, I know she's the expert, so I trust her. If she tells me something, it's up to me to try it, and if I don't try it, then that's my fault. So that's why I try and do what as she says, because I know she's right and it's going to work, and it is working.
I'm so happy to be right. Like it's like I'd rather be happy than be right. But when it comes to clients, I want every client to be wrong. So I'm happy and they're happy and we're both right.
Yeah, this is amazing to. This is only number 3 now, but I mean, obviously, Pauline has connected with hundreds of thousands of women over the years. But to get to talk to you, Raquel, and talk to similar women and hear about when it clicks. That's something we've heard before, that they get that aha moment or the clicks or Nirvana, right? Putting the Fighterdiet Nirvana, and then you never want to leave.
No, exactly. And Raquel, I can pick that up in the way you deliver your post because I feel the feeling in the post. I see how you post. I get chills nonstop. I can't even see my shaved arms here, but you cannot lie when you are living it. And I see it, and I think it's so apparent to all the people in the group who have not been posting. They notice the people who are, how you are transcending. And like I see you growing in the post. It's crazy, but that's how I feel.
I do. I feel I've noticed that I have grown. Like I said, not only physically, but mentally as well. Because it is in your mind. You have to decide what you want and be strong. And I think that's an important take-home message for people. It's up to you.
Can I ask I don't know about your status, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, but your immediate family or the people around you at your workplace, so to speak, what have the reactions been to your newfound muscles? Or have they not seen them?
Well, my family is very supportive. I have a husband and a daughter, and they're like I said, they're supportive, but they're just amazed at how much food I can eat. And my husband says, "Where does it go? You're all stomach." But it is what it is. At work, no, I don't know. It just goes unnoticed, I guess. But yeah, my family and friends definitely have, been supportive, and I think I want to try to, baby step some of my family members into this.
Do you
think that
your daughter, is she impressed by your muscles? Do you do any Flex Fridays for her?
no, but she noticed. She was like, "Wow, you look great," or she'll compliment me and says things when she notices.
Very cool.
I want to say something as child free by choice, that I love kids. I just don't want them myself. But here's the thing: kids love muscles. They see it. They have the best they notice what's real or not. every time people, like kids see me, they fall in love with like, oh my God, they want to hang out with me. And I have like all the kids around here that love that. It's the parents that's the problem. The parents say, my kid doesn't want this or that. Like, oh, really? Well, show them how you get muscular by eating lettuce. They're going to want to eat lettuce because they think about the action hearings that they see and that's it. So it's like all about how you present it and also live by example. Like when I was a kid, I said, Mom, the oatmeal is just so too hard to chew. I wanted cream of wheat, right? And Mom just like, no. And so it's not Saturday. So when you are living by example, you are giving their whole life health in their hands. So your daughter, even though she's going to rebel, typically what you will do, she's going to come back and remember how you did. And that gives me so much that she's not going to have, you're going to be on a diet until you die because you're a woman. And that's what women do. You are not going to have that. That makes me so happy for your daughter. So thank you.
This has been great, Raquel. Thank you so much for allowing us to talk to you. And do you have any parting words of wisdom for me or Pauline or for the listeners?
No, I just am super honored that you wanted to speak with me and hear my story. And I think, this is a lifestyle, right? It's said all the time, you live it. And I feel like for sure, 100%, this is my life forever because it gives me what I need to be healthy, physically, mentally, and I get to eat big meals that are, delicious. And I highly recommend it for those who, want to make these changes in their life.
Great. Pauline, any ending parting words?
Just very appreciative. I just so grateful that you're here, Raquel, and the way that you are sending it out, because you are kind of you become like my own continuation, my own spokesmodel, my own person, and you are living the life just like I am. You're not a bought model who just sells the pill. I would never find you in a marketing agency and could hire you. That's why it means everything to me. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you will definitely inspire lots of women, Raquel. So thank you very much for being a part of this, and I'm sure we'll meet again, and in the group for sure, and I'm sure we'll meet here again. So thank you both.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.